Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we're gonna do a we're gonna do a marathon for JK, and I'm super excited because I do know these artists, like at least one or two songs by them I've done before. So this is obviously going to happen more and more. But I'm very excited because there's some really good ones here, like that are already like kind of like have a sort of favoritism towards them. You know, I mean, they're not my favorite artists, but I know they're good, so I'm excited to do the videos because I know what I'm getting into. So first of all, of course, JK, thank you again for supporting the channel, for making the video happen. I do appreciate it very, very much. Let's get into it. So this is pretty much a I don't know, I think JK didn't put any name on this, so I'll figure that out later when I put it together. But first of all, Paul Simon for me has always been, I don't know, very, very important growing up. Like it was like car music. You know, my mom had a tape of his in the car. You know, if you be my bodyguard, da, 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 you know that, and just good stuff. You know, good memories. Now the Carpenters I've gotten to know through. Oh, wait a minute. Is it the Carpenters or Carpenters? Let me see, because that is a little bit. Okay, Carpenters, I've not done, I think. Or maybe one or two. But there is another band that sounds just like them. Give me 1 second. Now, okay, Carpenters, then I'm not familiar with them that much. I know about them, but we're going to do Superstar. Also, I didn't even name we're going to do The Late Great Johnny Ace by Paul Simon. Heart and Bones is the album. 1983 is the record. This was actually, if you guys don't know, but Paul Simon was married to Carrie Fisher for a while, Princess Leia. I'm sure a lot of people do know this, but the ones that don't, there you go. So Carpenters is 1971. We're going to do Superstar. Then Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I am familiar with Tom Petty. This is Into the Great Wide Open. That's the song and the album, 1991. Then we're going to do Billy Joel, the Entertainer, from Streetlife Serenade. Oh, this is going to be good. 1974. This is going to be good. That one is for you, Graybeard. He likes Billy Joel very, very much. And then Joe Jackson, which I also am familiar with. Joe Jackson, that great album where he's like, I think, I don't know if it's the one. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Give me a sec here. Oh, no. Joe Jackson. I thought there was another Jackson. Okay, so Joe Jackson, I might have heard. Don't remember right now. You know, it's hard to keep up with but this guy is white and blonde, and I thought of Joe Jackson, totally different Joe Jackson. So maybe there's more Joe Jackson, but I'm gonna do Blaze of Glory. This is 1989, and that's the album. What's the track? Blaze of Glory. Here we go. All right, guys, I'll be right back with you. All right, and here we go, already with Paul Simon, The Late Great Johnny Ace. Here we go. Let's see if it's the Paul Simon that I remember, or if it's totally different.
I was reading a magazine and thinking of a rock and roll song. The year was 1954, and I hadn't been playing that long when a man came on the radio said, I hate to break it to his fans, but Johnny Ace is dead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I really wasn't such a Johnny Ace fan, but I felt bad all the same. So I sent away for his photograph, and I waited till it came. It came all the way from Texas, with a sad and simple face. And they signed it on the bottom, from the late great Johnny Ace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was the year of the Beatles, it was the year of the Stones. It was 1964. I was living in London with the girl from the song before. Yeah, yeah. It was the year of the Beatles, it was the year of the Stones. A year after JFK, we were staying up all night and giving the days away. And the music was flowing, amazing and blowing my way. On a cold December evening,
Okay.
I was
Okay, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very different from what I've heard. I think when I heard him that slow is with Simon and Garfunkel. You know, like the stuff we've done, Alexa and I. This amazing album with the Bridge Over Troubled Water, you know. But yeah, the Simon, the Paul Simon that I knew was pretty much the it's just like it was so different. It was more like very pop, but I mean, he has such a good style. The man is just a legend, you know. He can do anything. But this is very. I love how beautiful the beginning is with very acoustic guitars, very low, you know. And then we could all almost name this one History Lesson, because I love when he says it was the year of the Beatles, the year of the Stones. It was 1964. Boom. I did not know that. And then it was the year of the Beatles. It was the year of the Stones. It was a year after Kennedy. So, okay. So I'm learning a lot of information here. And now he's living in London with this girl. And let's see what happens. So it's beautiful. Everything is going very well.
on a cold December evening, I was walking through the Christmas time when a stranger came up and asked me if I had heard John Lennon had died. And the two of us went to this bar, and we stayed to close the place.
So it's 1980, because I do know that John Lennon was assassinated, unfortunately, in 1980. And also, the information he gives us that another artist, the great Johnny Ace, had been killed. So the way you got your news back in the day was, of course, on the radio, not on your phone. But yeah, wow, crazy that he mentions all this real stuff.
And every song we played was for the late great Johnny Ace.
Wow. Thank you so much. This was amazing. And now I've looked up one of my emails, and JK did provide me a title to this marathon. It's The Dark Side of Stardom. And I can now understand why he would call it this. So let's do something that I usually never do. I'm going to pay a lot of attention to the lyrics. I'll try my best. I can't promise you that I'm going to decipher everything they sing about, but I still want to keep an eye on the music. This piece here at the end was hauntingly beautiful. It was just amazing. I always, I don't know. It was just beautiful, but haunting. It was in a way very dark, but it was just the way it was played, and beautiful, man. Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna do Superstar, another maybe drama of somebody famous. Here we go. The Carpenters.
Before the second show, your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. So good. The oboe. And then the trumpet takes over. The orchestration in this is ridiculous. It's so good. It's everything I love about music. And of course her singing. Oh my Lord. Don't tell me this is somebody I know, because I'm gonna lose it. But beautiful, tragic, that she is basically, saying like, oh, your guitar, it's so sweet, but you're not there. It's just a record. It's very depressing. I don't get depressed. I just get sad, and then tears start to flow. But no, beautiful track. Very, very good. It's just one of those things that I just heard, and I'm gonna listen to it again, like literally today. So let's continue.
Loneliness is such a sad affair. Wait.
sounds like Linda Ronstadt. I don't know why. I'm gonna look it up, okay? Give me a second. She sounds like Linda Ronstadt, but maybe it's just my brain, you know? No, Karen Carpenter. Drums and vocals. What beautiful vocals. Amazing. How can she sing like that and play the drums? But I asked that as well of Eagles drummer and vocalist. You know who I mean. Man, beautiful, but she sounds like Linda Ronstadt a little bit. She has that timbre. Okay, let's continue.
Love me, baby. Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby. I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby. I love you, I really do.
Wow. That harp at the end, that whole very eerie and sad ending, but beautiful song, beautiful lyrics. Not as complex, I guess, as the other ones. Not that it's complex, but it was easier to just digest the whole thing. All right, give me one moment. All right, and we'll continue with the next song, which is by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Into the Great Wide Open. Here we go.
Eddie waited till he finished high school. He went to Hollywood, got a tattoo. He met a girl out there with a tattoo too. The future was wide open. They'd moved into a place they both could afford. He found a nightclub he could work at the door. She had a guitar and she taught him some chords. The sky was the limit. Into the great wide open, under them skies of blue, out in the great wide open, a rebel without a clue. The paper said it always played from the heart. He got an agent and a roadie named Bart. They made a record and it went in the charts. The sky was the limit. His leather jacket had chains that would jingle. They both met movie stars, partied and mingled. Their A&R man said, I don't hear a single. The future was wide open.
it's I love that the music is very easy to, to pin down, very well written though, just the musical aspect, but the lyrics are what kind of like make you enjoy the song, and I know that a lot of times people are like, why don't you listen to the lyrics, and we're sorry, it's like it's either one or the other, on the first listen you can't really pay attention to both. You can, but it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to like understand the story and tell you like what the music's actually like, what's happening, but I love that this love story of two people, who like move to I think they said Hollywood, and then she taught him a few chords, and no, I think she taught him a few chords, but he was like a bouncer, and then they became rich and famous, and of course then everything goes to pretty much the drama that happens to a lot of people in Hollywood, that there's too much attention, so you can't just be with one person, which is pretty upsetting. But yeah, let's see what happens to these two. But I'm loving the music. I love his voice. I love his rhymes. It's still very positive because he's like, the future was wide open. It's not depressive in any way or sad. It's just a tale of tragedy, That's really cool.
Out in the great wide open, a rebel without a crew. Into the great wide open, under them skies of blue. Into the great wide open, a rebel without a clue.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is where you notice how good these artists are, because they can write a tune with so much. I mean, it is a small story, it's like it's a story of tragedy, but the music is so well written. The chords, the chord progression was so rich. But then again, now I couldn't really focus on that too much because I wanted to know but pretty much it went to hell, but it was worth it to listen to the lyrics. I love how he sings. I love his voice. Cool. Okay, Billy Joel, he is pretty much the storyteller for me so far. I mean, when I did the Billy Joel marathon for Greybeard, I was like just in tears because everything that he sings about is just suffering, and the man just suffered a lot. And I can relate to that because as a young man, I suffered very, very much as well, unfortunately. But hey, here I am. I'm a happy guy. I don't have depression. I don't have bipolar disorder. All these like things that they doctors, like, they basically, every person in this country gets diagnosed with these things, and it's I don't know. It's just very odd. Okay, so here we go. Billy Joel, the entertainer. Streetlife Serenade. I think I've done some Streetlife Serenade. And it's a hell of a album. So let's pay a lot of attention to the lyrics if I can, because this is gonna be very full of music as well. Let's go.
I am the entertainer, and I know just where I stand. Another serenader and another long-haired band Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game. You forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. Ooh. I am the entertainer, and I've had to pay my price. Things I did not know at first, I learned by doing twice. But still they come to haunt me. Still they want their say. So I've learned to dance with a hand in my pants, and I rub my neck and I write them a check, and they go their merry way.
Wow.
I am the entertainer, been all around the world. I played all kinds of palaces and laid all kinds of girls. I can't remember faces, I don't remember names. But what the hell, you know it's just as well, 'cause after a while and 1,000 miles, it all becomes the same. I am the entertainer, I bring to you my songs. I'd like to spend a day or two, I can't stay that long. No, I got to meet expenses, I got to stay in line, gotta get those fees to the agencies, and I'd love to stay, but there's bills to pay, so I just don't have the time. I am the entertainer, I come to do my show. You heard my latest record, it's been on the radio. It took me years to write it, they were the best years of my life. It was a beautiful song, but it ran too long. If they're gonna have a hit, you gotta make it fit, so they cut it down to 305. I'm the entertainer, the idol of my age. I make all kinds of money when I go on the stage. You see me in the papers, I've been in the magazines, but if I go cold, I won't get sold. I get put in the back in the discount rack like another can of beans.
So good. Oh man, so good. Oh man, so good the way he delivers. That's it's not. I'm not sad. I'm just like, wow, this is so good. Like, okay, let's break it down here for a second. I'm not crying because I'm not sad in any way. I'm actually euphoric because first of all, the way he sings is so expressionate. It's so like the way he lays down the lyrics, his voice, the intention is so good. It's so good. And then also the music, I mean, it's just like so rich, and he's such a poet, man. And I love how he's, yes, and I'm the entertainer, and basically if I if I don't keep this up, I'm not gonna be here. And then when he says like, I've been all over, I've been in palaces, I've been with all sorts of girls, and it's just so like real. And it's and when it's Billy Joel, it's real, it happened to him. And what I love about, like, yeah, I have to get into the charts and I have to sell, and then they shorten my songs, it's like it's so good. It's so good. And then when he's like, yeah, I'm gonna end up in the freaking bin, the bin that we all look through, to get a deal, and it sucks because imagine, it's like so good. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's just go back a little bit. This is what I love about music. The way of telling a story is so good that it just rips you apart, like you're like, wow, like, But I don't want to discredit any other of the artists, but this is just the way he portrays it, the way he delivers it is just strong. you know, and just with an essence that I just like very much. Let's continue.
But if I go cold, I won't get sold. I get put in the back in the discount rack like another can of beans. I am the entertainer, and I know just where I stand. Another serenader and another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game and you forget my name. I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts.
Man. And then he adds music like that. Like, come on, man. You know, the guy's obviously a virtuoso on the piano. The guy's obviously a master musician and writer, and the way he delivers it just like, you know, breaks my soul into two. Give me a second. Like just the way, you know, he sings is like, oh, so good. Yeah, it has happened before when I did this song, Captain Jack's gonna take care of you tonight, man. That broke me. Okay, Billy Joel, a master for me, one of my favorite artists of you know, of those times. And a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why. Maybe because of politics today, but that's all bullshit. You know, you should just focus on you know, on the music and what they think and what they do now. You know, well, whatever. You know, I don't know. I just don't pay attention. I don't get into it. So I don't know. I that's why maybe I'm not supposed to be talking about this at all, you know, but I think I've just read some stuff that it's mostly about people, unfortunately, when politics or religion or some kind of thing gets into the equation, a lot of people tend to distance themselves, and I think it's always been like that since ancient Rome, or you know, like before that, you know, like it's always been about, you don't agree with me, you know, like I get it, you know, but it's just, it is what it is, you know. Okay, now Joe Jackson, Blaze of Glory, and I think it was maybe Joe something else, but I thought it was another Jackson. I think Jackson is a very common name, like Bauer in Germany. My mom's last name is Bauer, so here you go. So yeah, so like Smith, you know, it's like the most common name in Germany. But yeah, Joe Jackson, Blaze of Glory. Let's listen to him. Here we go.
Johnny was a young boy with nothing much except a certain kind of look in his eye. He was discovered one day, you see he had a certain kind of appeal for a certain kind of guy. Who gave him some advice on what to wear and sent him out to make the young girls cry. And all the young boys who'd been just dumb and restless, now they could identify. So tell me who'll take the blame for the way things turned out
months passed. Johnny was the biggest thing alive. We loved Johnny, we owned Johnny, but no one knew how Johnny felt inside. But Johnny was so beautiful, he was like a god. We all went along for the ride. And the ride started to go too fast. Johnny just conveniently died.
I love that he has like this Bob Dylan vibe. He sings like that. You know, I really dig it. I love it, man. It's really cool. I that's what people love or hate about him, I think, but I do really, really enjoy it.
And he went up in flames. He did what he had to do, and they say it's a tragic story. He just wasn't there one day, but he went out in a blaze of glory. And you and I just fade away. Well, nowadays there's lots of guys like Johnny. They got it all worked out, like working 9 to 5. But they're all just cartoons. They all think they're Superman, but they can't even fly. They say that Johnny's ghost walks round in Memphis when the moon is full and high. And I wonder if he's seen these jokers. And I wonder if he laughs or if he cries. Now he's an angel in flames. But what about you and me? Well, they say it's a tragic story. He just wasn't there one day, but he went out in a blaze of glory. And you and I just fade away. Well, they say it's a tragic story. He just wasn't there one day, but he went out in a blaze of glory. And you and I just fade away.
Now I can actually sing along because I'm paying attention to the lyrics. But yeah, I mean, it is beautiful, you know, to listen to the lyrics, but it does happen to me. I can't focus on the little details. But then when he stopped singing, I was suddenly like, wow, Jesus, the bass is like really good, and the chords here are really, really nice. But yeah, it is, you know, it is difficult on a first time reaction to just take in everything. So it's either or. And I appreciate, like, you know, when JK said, you know, he didn't really say anything like pay attention to the lyrics, but I got interested, I got intrigued just by the title, you know, of the marathon. So I'm very happy, because otherwise I would have just listened to the music of these 5 tracks and I would have missed all this. But then again, if I listen to something like Rush or Tool, it's gonna be impossible because the instruments take over so much information that's being processed into your brain at that moment that you can't possibly also focus on the lyrics. It's just so difficult. I've tried it, and I've even done it I used to do it when I used to buy my own albums, and I used to drive home on the bus and pop it into Discman and read the lyrics, and then I was like, oh, I didn't listen to the music, and then I would put the track on again, and then I would have to put away the lyrics to enjoy the music in full, like with Dream Theater or Iron Maiden. And I was like, okay, now I'm going to just focus on the guitar. I'm going to listen to the song. And then I was singing along the lyrics. And I was like, oh, I missed it again. I missed the guitar. Totally missed it. So even if you have heard music multiple times, you can still get lost in the lyrics or just the guitar and not pay attention to the drums at all. So it's really difficult to focus on everything and react. So that's why a lot of people in the reaction video like world, they basically just pull up the lyrics and they read them and then they tell you what they think. But musically speaking, there's like nothing because it doesn't mean anything to them, the music, I mean, it just is a tool that accompanies the lyrics to you, into your ears. And yes, there are some sections. They play like a 10-second solo or some chord progressions that are a little bit out of order, or a drum solo that catches you off guard because you're like totally so focused on the lyrics, and then there's suddenly like a drum solo, and then you kind of listen to the drum solo because you have to, So yeah, that's just the thing about reacting to lyrics or the music, So let's finish with this and. Great tune. Great. Loved it. Another tragedy was well. This was a great idea, JK. Thank you so much. This was great because and I really want to thank you guys, for taking the time, and because it must be difficult. I've tried it myself, to put marathons together for Alexia of my music, but then to theme them, that's a different story, because I could put a marathon together, like let's say Iron Maiden for Alexia, the thing that I consider the best, or maybe that has a little bit of a theme, like maybe just acoustic ones, but then to tell a marathon, and these are all stories that basically begin and end in tragedy. That's another talent, so that's really cool. Thank you so much, JK, because I just think it's kind of hard to do this, to put them together. You must be very you must know a lot of music to put this together, and so I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thanks everybody for watching. I hope you had a fun time with me. I think all the songs were beautiful, but I think Billy Joel and Tom Petty were like Although Paul Simon was, all of them are great stories. The Carpenters, I think all of them deserve, 5 stars from me. All of them are great. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it very, very much to that you put this marathon together. And let me know in the comment section what you like the most about it. Which track was your favorite one? Let me know, guys. And thank you. See you on the next one.